Welcome once again. This is Breakthrough with Jeff, and this is where we live life with zero limits. Zero limits. Question for you this morning. You see, so are you a victim of circumstances or are you a creator of your destiny? This is what I want to begin by saying. It's not what happens to you. It's what you choose to do with what happens to you. It's not the event. No matter what happens to you, and we have these attitudes where we make a decision, we make a choice. We make a choice between two attitudes. Am I going to be a creator of my life out of this challenge before me? Am I going to create a destiny fit in my life, or am I going to become a victim of life? So today, let's look at what are some of the ways that you can easily become a victim of this life. What are some of the ways that unknowingly you can condition your mind to becoming a victim of circumstances? And what are some of the ways you can recondition your mind to becoming a creator of your destiny? That's a good question. Let's dive in. Now, many people look at the life they are living, the relationship they're having, the job they have, the money they make, and they don't like it. They blame their circumstances and their situation, and they either blame God, blame their teacher, blame their education system, blame their government, blame themselves for where they are in life. Now, that is what we call being a victim. That is an attitude of a victim. One characteristic of being a victim is you blame. It doesn't matter who you blame. Now, the thing is, there's no benefit. There are some imagined benefit by the victim. The victim thinks that they are getting something from being a victim. Like when you blame, you think you're getting attention from people, and it's it's not true. You're not getting, there's nothing you get from being a victim. A victim of circumstances, whenever your mindset goes towards blaming other people, blaming God, blaming the devil, blaming yourself, rather than becoming the creator of your destiny. A creator is the opposite. Is where you make a decision. You make a decision and ask yourself, what can I do, with what is happening right now? What can I do right now to better my life? So the first thing a creator does is you take responsibility. Remember yesterday we said it may not have been your fault that you created, you were born where you were born. It may not be your fault that you became a poor person. It may not be your fault that you never got the job that is ideal for you. But it's your responsibility to create the life of your desire. No one else's responsibility. Even when you hire a coach, even when you get someone to help you, to help you reflect in it, it's still your responsibility. It's your ability to respond to what is going on in your life that gives you power. Now, this is how we give away our power. We give away power every time we become a victim. A victim mindset is a powerless mindset. Every time you're needy, that's another thing. And it's not just about blaming. It's anytime you find you're needy, you get into a position of powerlessness where you depend on other people for your life to progress. Until that moment where you make a decision. And decision means cutting off every other option. Decision means there's no plan B. Decision means change is a must. Decision means I'm sick and tired of being this kind of a person. Decision means I'm changing the habit. It doesn't matter what it takes. I'm sick of that and I'm going to be a new person no matter what it takes. That's a decision. In fact, the word decision is derived from the word desaria, which I believe is an Italian word, which means cut off completely every other option. I think the problem is we are lukewarm. We stay on the fence. We are waiting. We've not really made a decision. We are making wishes. We are making wishes. People who've made decisions to be wealthy people, they become wealthy people. People make decisions to enjoy this life, they enjoy this life. Decision is what creates destiny. Your destiny is created by major decisions you have made in life. Decision equals destiny. Right now, you're making a decision. Every moment, we make at least two decisions. One of it is, what do I focus on? Right now, when something bad or good happens to you, the first decision all human beings make is, what do I focus on here? Someone leaves you, what do I focus on here? You can focus on, they have left me, I'm lonely, I'm whatever. Your focus will determine your life experience. What do I focus on here? The second thing is, what does it mean to me? Okay? Do I focus on, oh, now I have space, I can breathe. Finally, I can develop myself. Finally, I can focus on me. Or do I focus on, oh, I'm alone, something is wrong with me, and judge myself? Focus will determine your experience. But also meaning will determine your experience. What does it mean to you? Because to the victim, when someone leaves you, it means you are nobody. It means they are going to a better relationship. It means that, you are less than them. That's what it means to the victim. But to the creator, when someone leaves, you say, you bless them. When people want to leave, let them go. TD Jakes, that's what he say. Let them go. If they want to leave, let them go. That's a creator's mindset. Because you can create another relationship. You can create another, experience of life. Let not people think that they are your oxygen. Even if you are married, you're not anyone's oxygen. Okay, so if people want to leave, let them go. Be clear. Because this is how we give away our power. And every time you give away your power, you feel a low self-esteem. You make meanings that I'm nobody. Just because you make these decisions to focus on a negative vibration, on a negative meaning. So every moment we're making a decision. Whether you are a victim or, you are a creator of your destiny, you're making a decision. What does this mean to me? Immediately, the quality of your meaning will determine, are you a victim or are you a creator of your destiny? Remember, God has given us everything we need for life and righteousness. Everything is there for you to continue God's creative force. Don't expect God to do some things for you. God will not date for you. He will not start the company for you. He will not call those meetings. It's you. Remember, you are a creator of your destiny. When God says, I created human beings in my likeness, it doesn't mean your face looks like God. It means the nature. The nature. You are a creator in nature. You are a creator of your destiny. That is why you must watch your words, because everything that you place after the words I am, it's a creative force. It's going to create it. So don't say I am poor. Don't say I am this, because as long as it's something negative, don't go there, because God placed within you the creative nature of God is in you, whether you know it or not. So everything you speak out, you're creating. Some of us are creating poverty, depending on what you speak, what you focus on, you're creating it. Some of us focus on what we cannot do. We focus on our weaknesses and we speak about it. Say, I am weak. You know me, nowadays, this is my powerlessness. You're projecting your destiny, and you're becoming this victim person that is just driven by what happens in the environment. And so if it's hot, the victim is hot. If it's cold, they are cold. They are driven by environment. The creator makes way where there is no way. You were made for that. The victim runs away from challenges. The creator is like an eagle. Challenges propel them forward. So you're not tired. You're not afraid of anything that may come, any storm that may come before you, because storms lift you up. Storms lift eagles up. If you're a creator, you're not afraid of anything. This life is too short to live afraid of what is going to happen tomorrow. Become a creator of your destiny. Answer to that high calling of fearlessness, because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and sound mind, where you can say, bring it on. I'm ready for life. I'm ready for life. I'm ready. So you're not living. Remember, what you focus on, you attract in your life. So if you live your life afraid of something, that is what you will bring in your life. Focus equals experience. Remember the book of Job. Job said at the end, I think Job 42, he said, everything I feared, it's what came to my life. Everything I feared is what I experienced. Some of us here, the sickness you are afraid is what you end up attracting in your life. Don't live a fear-driven life, because your destiny will be a result of what you focus on mentally. What you fear is what you experience. And some of us is because we are so exposed to so much negativity that we are afraid of these experiences. You're afraid of there are some words of diseases that carry vibrational frequency. And so if you keep on talking about it, gets into your system, you manifest just the same destiny as you are exposed to. How about you shift from that destiny and take charge of the steering wheel of your life and begin to take 100% responsibility over your life. Tell yourself, if it's going to be, it's up to me. If it's going to be, it's up. Then make a decision. What kind of life do you want to live? Another thing that creators do is they live life by their terms. They decide, make a decision. This is the way I want to live my life, by my terms. This is the career I want, by my terms. Victims, and this is why I talk to young people, you really must be wise enough to tell your parents what's your desire, what kind of life do you want to live, rather than going to pursue a career that is their passion, not your passion. Because then you become a victim of your parents' ignorance. You become a victim of your parents' ignorance. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Be a creator of your destiny. Make a decision. Be 100% responsible for everything. Now, let's talk about emotions and victimhood and creatorhood. You know, all of these are like, whether you're a victim or you are a creator, you sort of have what we call an emotional home, where you stay emotionally. A victim stays in a very negative emotional home, while the creator is always in the progressive emotions of joy, peace, love, drive, courage. Those are the emotions of a creator. Those are creative emotions. Courage. What vibe comes to you when you hear courage? Courage does not mean the absence of trouble and absence of challenge. In fact, courage means there's challenge, but I believe this is a worthy opponent. I believe I can go through it. And by the end of the other side, I'll be a better person. Courage. Talk about courage. You're born for courage. That's why the Bible says, be courageous. So many times, be courageous. When Joshua was becoming a leader of a nation called Israel, the one thing that God told him is, be courageous. Courage is what is required for you to demand what you deserve in your relationship. Courage is what is required to dump that person that has, been hanging around you and you're not going anywhere. Courage is what is required for you to step out of that relationship where you're emotionally abused. Courage is what is required to write down a vision bigger than what your father lived, a vision bigger than what your family has experienced, a vision that sort of scares you, but then it motivates you. Think about the beauty of realizing this vision. Courage is what we need to overcome any emotional, psychological health issues that we may have right now. Courage is the language of a creator. Courage. You get to that spirit of courage, saying no matter what. Courage. You become a warrior. You press forward. So challenges don't stop you. Victims are stopped by challenges. Every challenge, a victim looks for a crutch, something to hold them. That's why I believe COVID or coronavirus created so many victims. They are victims of coronavirus, not those who experience. In fact, there are creators that actually got the virus, but it never took them down. It gave them courage, because courage as the spirit of fighting and going forward and pressing forward no matter what. You keep going no matter what. It's a mindset of a creator. Courage is the way, it's the path, it's the destiny. Every single day, no matter what you face, when you think the word courage, you're elevated. That is our destiny, people. That's what we were born to be, creators of our destiny. Thank you so much, Patty Karibu. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. Welcome. Tanya, good to see you. Bishop Karibu Sana, good to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Welcome to the show. Tell me, how do you relate to this? Victim versus a creator of your destiny. So a victim faces their days different from a creator. A victim is always afraid. The emotions of a victim, include fear, overcaution, perfectionism, because, things happen to you. The philosophy of a victim is that life happens to me, while the philosophy of a creator is life happens for me. Even the sound of it feels so good. Life is happening for me. Imagine relating to someone that has the philosophy that life happens to them. Then every time they are looking for something to blame, every time they're looking, they're sending all these triggers for something that is wrong, that will make them not proceed with the relationship. Every time they are on the edge, every time they are looking for something wrong. Even if you give them the perfect world, the perfect spouse, the perfect job, the perfect environment, they will find something to prove to you that they are victims of this life. Life happens to them. I want you to tell yourself this affirmation: life happens for me. Life is happening for me. That is the philosophy of creators. Creators believe that they are not working alone, that God is supporting them. And so when you believe that life is happening for you, you begin to have what we call synchronicity. Synchronicity is actually a scientific term for You attract the right people at the right time, say the right thing at the right moment, with the right people, doing the right thing, always at the right moment. Can you imagine such a life? Such is the life of a creator. Because a creator works with, God to create your dream, your vision, your destiny. Life is happening for me. Life is happening. Type down there, if you're online, type down there, life is happening for me. Let me see your comment. Let me see your affirmation. When you type, when you write, you send some chemicals in your nervous system that you're making a decision to step on the side of a creator. Life is happening for me, not to me, for me. The victim will say, life is happening to me. And they're always afraid. They're always calculating. Before they get into a relationship, oh my God, it will take 10 years for them to decide because they are never sure of themselves. But a creator, the life is happening for them. So immediately they know this is the way to go. They go. They take the decision. They take the decision. Life happens for me. You just feel it. Thank you, Patty. Life happens for me. You feel it. You bring it. The vibration just changes. Even when you're going for a fight, you're going for a battle, this is going to be a difficult meeting with someone. God telling yourself that life happens for me. I don't know how many people have ever been in a situation where you feel so good about yourself, about life. There's no blaming people. There's no negative vibe until everything good, only good happens to you. Like people just become nicer to you. People are treating you better. People are just, it's because they are supporting you. Let me tell you the secret. Creators know the secret. When you step into the creative energy, the world supports you. When you step into victim vibe, the world runs away from you. No one wants to be around a victim. A victim of circumstances, no one wants to be around them because they send a very negative, poisoning vibe. Let me tell you, needy is creepy. Needy is creepy. Most of the relationships that have died and they were great relationships is because someone became a victim. They became a mental victim of circumstances. And a victim is not something someone makes you. A victim is a vibe you step into where you see life happening to you and you begin to blame people around you. You blame circumstances. You end up blaming God for the things happening in your life, for your poverty, for the people, for the bad relationship. You blame God and say, oh, God cast me. But a creator of your destiny, there is no blame. Zero blame. Zero limits. You come from a place of responsibility. It's your responsibility. So when something happens, you take responsibility. You see yourself as a creator. Now, I would have taken deeper this, by the way, maybe with another video. We'll go deeper to see the fact that everything you see in your life right now, your relationships, the money you earn every single month, the relationships around you, the marriage, the job you have, you attracted either through victimhood or through creatorhood. Those two energies pull into our lives experiences that are in alignment with who you are, whether a creator or a victim. So if you're a victim, you get a job that actually abuses you. If you're a victim, you get into men and women that abuse you. But if you're a creator, I'm telling you, you can't stand abuse. You can't stand some of these vibes because you're a creator of your destiny. A creator is unlimited. You can move out. There's no death sentence. A victim, once they get into a relationship, is a death sentence. For a creator is joy. It's an experience of joy, peace, love. is an extension. And this is what I wish you. I wish you, to make that decision, because it's not a miracle. It doesn't happen by chance. It's a decision you make. This is the decision. Life is too short to suffer. Victims are suffering. They are in what we call suffering state 24/7. Let me tell you, to be a victim is to suffer. Don't go through hell here on earth and then die, go to hell. Come on now. This is time. Create, and you can know where your destiny is depending on the experiences of what you experience every day. You can't experience hell on earth and then go to heaven. You're lying to yourself. Heaven is an experience it's a journey that begins here on earth. Create heaven down here in your heart. Begin to feel the joy. That's a creator. Create joy. Make a decision. Life is too short to suffer. When you take that joy into your relationship, when you take that joy into your job, when you take that joy into that project, you're going to experience such an amazing project, amazing, amazing day, amazing week, amazing year, amazing life. You see how powerful this is? One decision changes your destiny forever. God bless you. Thank you for stopping by, and have a blessed week. Make the decision to step into your creative nature. God created you as a creator. Don't step down. Victim is not your destiny. You are not a victim. You are not created to be a victim. You are creator of your destiny, and you create it according to your terms. Take back your power. There are relationships you've given your power by being a victim. There are institutions you've given your power, the police, the government, you've given them your power by being a victim. Take back your power. Stand in your power. This is one gift to God, is actually to live in the truth of how God created you to live. You deserve it, and why not now? Why not you? God bless.